Hi guys, I'm Kasha. Welcome to the channel and to our coffee times together. And today I bring you some of my favorite PG-13 movies.
It's coffee time.
So when we think of horror, we always think about, gore, blood, splatter, slashing people. And honestly, there are so many movies out there that are just atmospheric, that are PG-13, that are fantastic, and I actually really enjoy them. And one of my favorite horror genres, even though I really watch nearly everything, but I've always loved haunted houses stories, and those tend to be PG-13 because it's more based about ghosts and jump scares sometimes. But it's more about the atmosphere and the story and the characters, and I've put together for you a list of 12 movies that I really like and I really enjoyed watching that are PG-13. First of all, I would like to talk about the Insidious movies that are created by James Wan. This is an American horror franchise, and there are a total of 4 movies. In the first 2 movies, basically on the first one, we're following this couple whose son is the vessel of a ghost and starts to get hunted by demons, and they ask for help. And I just love the atmosphere of these movies. I really do enjoy them. I know they were not for everybody, but I really dig them. And I just read that there is going to be a new installment. I'm not sure if it's gonna come in 2020 or later, but I would definitely love to see a new Insidious movie. Next, we have Drag Me to Hell, co-written, co-directed by Sam Raimi, a 2009 movie. I really enjoyed this one as well, and it is about this girl that she's kind of pressured by her boss, and she does not want to renew this loan for this old lady or this mortgage, and basically the old lady curses her, and thus, starts the problems. And I love that very basic, very realistic kind of approach at the beginning. It's a little bit like, Thinner by Stephen King, when the gypsies curse you. That's how kind of it felt, and I really enjoyed it. And if you're looking for a nice horror movie, I'll definitely recommend you this one. This is one of the ones from Sam Raimi that I really enjoyed. Then we have Mama from 2013, directed by Andy Muschietti. Yes, the Andy Muschietti that has remade it. And I love this movie. I know that Guillermo del Toro was involved as well. And it is about these 2 girls who lose their parents, and they're being kind of taken care of by the uncle and the aunt. And there is this entity called Mama that comes and haunts them and follows them to that new house where they are living with their uncle. And I just love the atmosphere. I love the creepiness of it. I love the character of Mama, and it's definitely one of those dark movies that I really enjoy. Then we have The Others, Los Otros, a 2001 Spanish movie directed by Alejandro Amenábar, and this movie is fantastic. It's very atmospheric, and we have Nicole Kidman that lives with her 2 children in this house when strange things start to happen around the house, and I absolutely loved it. Even my parents that never watch horror watched this movie, and I definitely check every movie by Alejandro Amenábar because I just love the way that he has to take the darkness and make this super atmospheric movie. So if you like this kind of haunted houses, atmospheric movies, I would definitely recommend you to check his works. Then we have 1408 from 2007, and it is based on a short story by Stephen King from 1999, and it features Samuel L. Jackson and John Cusack. And this is one of those gems, those hidden gems that I wish more people knew about. I thought this movie was fantastic. They took this little short story into the next level and did a wonderful job with it. It's about this guy that kind of investigates the supernatural, and he doesn't believe any of it until he rents the room 1408 in this hotel, and strange things start to happen. Then we have The Woman in Black from 2012, where we get to see Daniel Radcliffe as a lawyer that is being hired from the people to go to this woman's house in the village, and she had just passed away, so he's supposed to assess the property. But when he gets there, he realizes that the spirit of the woman might still be alive, and she might be claiming the lives of the children in the village. I love the first movie. I thought it was very atmospheric, again, very dark, to the point. It was creepy. I love the performances in this movie as well. I did not enjoy part 2. I did not like The Woman in Black 2 so much, but if you love these kind of haunted houses movies where, you know, there is a nice creepy mansion and these amazing rooms and all the atmosphere, this is again one for you. Also, if you love stories about ghosts, definitely for you. It is just so beautiful. It's like, you know, the cinematography is so nice, so I definitely recommend this if you like this kind of movies. Then we have Cloverfield from 2008, one of my personal faves, and this is a found footage movie, and I tend to love those for some reason. And it is about this monster that is attacking the city, and we're following the group of survivors who are trying to survive and get away from this monster, and I absolutely loved it. If you love monster movies, survival movies, found footage camera movies, this is a must for you. Then we have Poltergeist, directed by Tobe Hooper in 1982. Also another one of my all-time favorite ones, when a family finds themselves a little bit in a pickle when the youngest daughter is being abducted by the dark side, by some spirits, and they need to get somebody, some medium, to help them to bring their daughter back, Caroline. We all will remember that name forever, and I just love that movie so much. I love all the Poltergeist movies. I still have not checked the remake though, so if anybody has watched the remake, can you please let me know down below if it's any good. I actually bought it. I have a DVD copy of the remake, but I still have not watched it. I think it's because I love the original so much that I'm kind of scared of watching it, but let me know down below if it's any good. Then we have Winchester from 2018, that it is based on a haunted mansion on the 1900s. It's supposed to be these extreme haunted place where there are hundreds of hidden rooms and spirits, and it kind of reminded me in a way to Rose Red by Stephen King, and I absolutely loved it. I went to the cinema to watch this movie kind of like in the spur of the moment. I was looking for something to do in the city, and I saw the movie was running, and I'm like, I'm gonna go check it out. And I was pleasantly surprised, and Helen Mirren did such a great job in the movie. It was fantastic. I absolutely loved it, but I think it's also because it reminds me, like I said, to Rose Red and this kind of stories, and I just thought it was so well done. I love all the twists. I love the whole atmosphere that it had, the mansion, and the whole like background story that we got with it. So another movie that if you love movies about haunted houses and ghosts and things like that, it's definitely something you should check out. Next I have Before I Wake from 2016, and this is a movie that I actually watched this year. I had not watched it when it came out, but I loved that it was different, that it dared to be different, and I just love the whole concept. It is this couple that has lost their kid, and they decide to adopt another boy to kind of, you know, fill in that empty space that they have. And this boy that they adopt, when he sleeps, he is able to let them see their deceased son, but everything comes with a price, and it was fantastic. I just thought it was supernatural but also magical, and it just had such a nice color to it, and I absolutely loved it, also because it was a little bit different, a little bit refreshing, you know, and I was pleasantly surprised. Then we have The Boy, also from 2016, and this one I just loved it. I love this kind of movies that you don't know what you're getting yourself into, and we're following this girl that is basically hired by this really old couple to take care of their son, and she thinks they're talking about, you know, a regular human kid, but no, they want her to take care of this doll that the old couple think it's their son. And so she thinks it's a joke, but then she realizes they're for real. And so she starts to take care of this doll and realizes that the doll is actually moving. Weird things start to happen in the house, and I loved it, and the Boy 2 is coming out next year, so I'm super excited. I probably will be rewatching this one before going to watch the new one, even though it's a complete new story and with other actors, but still. And the last one that I want to talk to you about, it's a movie that I have not watched in a long time, but I should, because I remember really loving this movie, and that is Willard from 2003. It is about this misfit that lives with his mother that is verbally abusing him, and he's having trouble at work, he's being bullied, all of this. So he's kind of like the loner. It's kind of like a Joker situation from the new Joker, now that I'm thinking about it. And basically he befriends rats that he finds in this old creepy place where he lives, and yeah, the rats kind of help him kill for him. Yeah, so I remember really liking it and really enjoying the whole character exploration and how, you know, the evil inside of us is released. And I really loved it. I think I need to get a copy of this and rewatch it, because I just remember really enjoying this movie. And it's another one that is PG-13, and the last one that I wanted to talk to you about in this video. Alright you guys, I hope that you enjoyed the video. Let me know down below if you like any of these movies, or do you have maybe other PG-13 movies that you absolutely love. Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching. Please give the video a big thumbs up. If you're new here, remember to subscribe before you leave, and also hit the notification bell. And if you want to follow me in other social media, I do have Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. The links to those are in the description box down below as always, and I hope to see you all in the next coffee time. Bye!